Okay, everybody, we've got Creating an NFT as a YouTube Influencer the Right Way by Joe Ma. Come on out, Joe Ma. Everybody, thank you again for being here. This is fantastic. I pay attention to the audience because actually you're the most important people in the room. And if you do have a question, I'll try to peek out here. You can raise your hand. I think it's always nice to have audience participation. So Joe Ma, Creating an NFT as a YouTube Influencer the Right Way.
Hello.
All right, here we go, everybody.
Hello. Man. Hi. Hi, everybody. Wow, there's actually a lot more people than I thought, but you were probably in for like the last talk and maybe not this talk, right? Yeah. Wait, so who actually watches my videos? See, like I said, there's only like 3 people out of everyone. So I hope I can entertain you guys, or enough, or at least provide some value. But, you know, it's going to be pretty hard. So for context, I'm a YouTuber. No one knows me by this name. It's actually J-O-M-A. So feel free to like whip out your phone and Google J-O-M-A on YouTube right now. I wouldn't feel bad. But like I said, if ever you have any questions, please just raise your hand up and I'll try to answer it. But for context, maybe this will help. If you guys are on Twitter and you're into like NFTs or crypto, I've made videos called like If Wolf of Wall Street Was About Crypto, the NFT Rock, the Ether Rock video, and stuff like that. So yeah, so a little bit about me. Before entering the crypto space, I was doing programming related sketch comedy, but I recently pivoted to crypto. Why? Because it was a bull market and there was a lot of money in there, so maybe I could capitalize on that, but that never happened. Anyways, so I released an NFT project. Wait, what happened to the font here? The Right Way, right between influencer. But anyways, I released a project called Vax Doggos. It was interesting because I don't think I've ever seen any other YouTuber release an NFT project that was maintained later on. Because it was a bear market, everyone bought into everything, so it was really easy to sell out an NFT project. However, it might hurt your brand, especially as a YouTuber. If you sell out an NFT project and then suddenly you don't maintain it, right? So that was the one thing that I wanted to do differently, and I think that's the only way to do it right. Because just because you have the money from the NFT mint, it doesn't mean it's over. You know, it's kind of like a company doing an IPO, and then after the IPO, they piece the fuck out, right? That's not how it works. So I created an NFT called Vax Doggos. It was 2,500 mints. Is that what it's called? Like 2,500 of them. 0.88 sold, and it sold out in like 42 seconds or something like that. So we raised about $200,000, and my project, like the whole point of my project is that they'll support me in terms of me making more higher quality videos. So a lot of these videos that I make, they cost upwards of like $20,000 to $100,000 to make for a single video. And it's really hard to recuperate the dollars, which is why I tried to raise that money. And the goal was that by raising that money, I'm gonna kind of shill the project with my videos. So that kind of has like a general, like, kind of like a cyclical thing where it's like, okay, well, the more money you give me, the more I shill it, and the more I shill it, hopefully the floor price will go up. You know, I think that's the problem with the NFT space. It's that a lot of people say, oh, you know, I'm here for the utility, I'm here for this or that. But in the end, most of them, when they mint it, they only care about the floor price going up, right? So at least that was the meta back then. With now, maybe it's a little bit different, but that's usually how it works. And the only true way of getting a price up, at least for a YouTuber, is to talk about it, because that's your highest like asset, is your reach. So every time I made a video, I had to say, hey, you know, thanks for Vax Doggos for funding this project, which is why we were able to like grow it. Yeah. So I didn't prepare a speech, not gonna lie. So please, if you have any questions right now, raise your hand and we'll make this slightly less awkward. But if not, I'll continue shilling my other projects. Okay, no. So, and then, thanks to the Vax Doggos though, I was able to make those semi-viral videos on Twitter. And because of that, I was noticed by one of the film financier company. And that company is called Stars Collective. You might not have heard of them because they're usually under the radar, but they co-funded Crazy Rich Asians. Not sure if you know that movie, but it's like an AAPI movie. And yeah, so because of that, they reached out to me. They said like, oh my God, these videos are great. And then now I'm signed as a director, which was like the whole point of the Vax Doggos NFT project. Yeah. Woo! Woo! Yeah, and so yeah, but that's the thing. The hard part, like I want to emphasize that, is that even when you're done with Vax Doggos, or sorry, not Vax Doggos, your NFT projects, you still have to maintain it, right? So it's kind of a forever thing. So was it worth it getting $200K and then having to maintain this for the rest of the lifetime of the NFT? Maybe, maybe not, but you have to make that decision. Yeah, I was lucky that there weren't any like huge PR risk because of the way I framed it. I didn't promise a metaverse game. I didn't promise like any crazy shit. Like if you're not a game developer, you probably shouldn't, promise like a game out of your NFTs, right? So the only thing that I can promise is that I have a lot of reach on my YouTube, so I can talk about the Vax Doggos. That was my only asset, and they understood that. And I think half of my NFT buyers, especially in the beginning, were probably my viewers, and they just bought it to like support me with like very low expectations of like price going higher. But I do think that the other half, because I launched it on Magic Eden. Magic Eden is the #1 platform for NFTs in Solana. And I think half of it was just from that platform. So because they're from that platform, all of the people were just waiting to like flip it and stuff like that. But more and more, I can bring in my true audience to replace those flippers. And now the price is very stable. Yeah, so the mint price was 0.88. I think now it's at 1.8. Technically, it's still a loss because Solana is way down now. But, at least optics-wise, it looked fine. Yeah. Shit, man. Okay. Yo, you know what's funny? It took me 30 minutes to subway all the way here just for a 10-minute talk. And then I have to subway back for 30 minutes. Oh, my God. Anyways, how are you guys liking NFT.NYC? Sounds all right. Anyways, for those of you who know who I am, like 2 of you who are kind of gone now, but I'm going to go to Bryant Park at 11:45. So if you guys want to hang out with my other viewers or chat with me, feel free to come. And yeah, so if you don't know, I actually have a ticker right here that says 2 minutes and 36 seconds. So what can I do for 2 minutes and 36 seconds? It was a lot easier when there were 2 people talking, right? Oh, yeah, question. Thank God. What's up? Yeah. Yeah, I did. Oh, my God.
So can you talk about how you developed the concept for your NFT
Vax Doggos? Okay, great. Thank you. I love that question. All right. So the name is Vax Doggos, and if you guys don't know, it looks like a dog, and the dog is holding a vaccination card. And then on the vaccination card, there's a drawing that's hand-drawn by me. There's 2,500 of them, so I hand-drawn all of them. But the original name that I wanted was Vaxxed Ape Group. And then it was supposed to be a study group, because like my viewers are kind of nerds, so it would be a study group of apes, because apes were the meta, Everyone were making apes. And then the joke was Vax Ape Group, so the acronym would be VAG. So I thought that was really funny. But my PR team, aka me, I don't have a team. My PR team said, maybe that's not a good idea. Let's change it. And then because I have a lot of doggos in my other videos, I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe I'll change it to doggos. But then I'm like, oh fuck, but VAG is so funny. And then I told myself, you know what, it's not that funny. Like 2 people laughed, and they're probably my viewers. So, but so that's how I got the name Vax Doggos. It's because I wanted to sign on each one of them, so I wanted something to sign on. But then I was like, oh, I need a paper. Like, why would I have a paper? Oh, well, everyone's getting vaccinated. Might as well sign that. Yeah, and then when I started it, I started signing every one of them. I was like, you know what? This is really ugly. My signature, I don't know how to show it, but I'll kind of like wave it, okay? This is my signature.
So shiny.
Like, it's literally just a loop, right? So because it's a loop, like nobody wants to buy that. So I decided to actually hand draw some things. Yeah, I got really tired. I think I have like semi-arthritis right now because of that project. But yeah, 30 seconds left. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's why it's called Vax Doggles. Yeah. Any other questions? Yes. Oh, yes. All right, more shill time. So our first project with the deadline. Oh, now I only have 9
No,
seconds.
take your time. You actually have extra time, bro.
So it's called Who is Satoshi? And because we don't actually know who Satoshi is, the founder of Bitcoin, I could do whatever I want. I could dramatize it. I could fictionalize it. So it has 2 timelines. The first timeline is in the present day, where suddenly the Satoshi wallets are activated, right? And then because it's activated, Bitcoin crashes because people are scared that they might liquidate Bitcoin. But then because it's crashing, you know, all the market makers are trying to like sell their shit from like different chains and stuff like that. And then every blockchain is like congested and stuff like that. So it's huge news. You know, and we go back to 2007. There's me. Well, I don't know who's gonna play me or whatever, but you know, we look at a guy, we see face forward. He's like, "Are you Satoshi Nakamoto? It's such an honor to finally meet you." And then we see who he's talking to. It's actually a sushi chef. Oh, arigatou gozaimasu. And then yeah, so basically it's not Satoshi Nakamoto. And that's in 2007, before they even created Bitcoins, right? So, but we actually follow this guy, who's me, and he's a PhD student, and then he meets a lot of these cryptography people, not cryptocurrency, because that didn't exist yet. And then he meets like a friend, and then he meets like a professor. It's like, oh wait, is he Satoshi? Is that Satoshi? So as a viewer, you're never 100% sure who Satoshi is. Okay, now we go back to 2022, you know, with all that crash. We have this young journalist, gun-ho, and she's like, oh my God, what's going on? You know, what's all this happening? And then, oh yeah, Bitcoin, the Satoshi's wallets are blah, blah, blah. And then she asks, wait, why don't we just figure out who Satoshi is? And then she gets laughed at, like, dude, nobody's gonna figure out who Satoshi is. But somehow she's gonna have that competitive advantage, and eventually she'll get closer to that. So then, slowly but surely, from these 2 timelines, you'll discover who Satoshi actually is. That's it. Yeah. But I'm not. So and then there's a whole season to that. So that's what we're gonna do with Starlight, and I hope it's gonna be good. I don't know, but it's gonna be a series, multi-episodes, or that's what we're planning to. We're starting to develop the pilot, and by developing I mean like just me writing in a single room, and then. Yeah, hopefully it'll be good. But yeah, I'm out of time. But yeah, thank you so much for listening to me. Yeah.
Before Joe Ma leaves the stage, we've all seen this. He literally danced for you guys, and the energy that you put into things and the mind share. Thank you so much, man.
Oh no, yeah, no problem. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for your energy.
Yeah.
You're a good man.
Yeah,
thank you for all you do.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Take care, my friend.
All right.
Appreciate you.
Thanks.